When I used to wake up at 5:30 am, the first thing I do was to check my phone for messages. If I had any, I do respond. If not, I simply start scrolling through my feed. I'm not sure how time flies, but as soon as I start scrolling, my mother shouts at me to get out of bed and get ready for college. I realize all of the sudden that it's already 6 and I freak out because I have a bus to catch at 6:30. I dash to bathroom, take a shower and put on the shirt in front of me along with the same black pants which I wore for last 4 days. But it doesn't stop there. I sprint to reach the bus, then sit down and begin to scroll once more. Scrolling turned my calm morning into a terrible chase scene. I used to scroll when eating, sleeping, and even in the restroom. I was spending 2 to 5 hours on a social media every day. This really troubled me a lot, so I decided to do a simple math. I found out that I was averaging 2.5 hours a day on social media, which adds up to 39 days over a course of a year. That means I spent exactly 1 month, 10 days on social media. After realizing that I was addicted to social media, I did lot of research on it, read countless blog posts and watched numerous videos on YouTube until I finally found the one solution that worked for me. That is this video on social media addiction.
Whenever you use a social media, the effects caused by it is same as that of the cocaine. Also, some studies prove that these social medias create the same kind of chemical reaction that the cocaine causes. And this is Student Struggle Series episode number 1, and in this series, I'm going to speak about the struggles faced by the students, and if you have any struggles, comment it below and I will make a video on it. And in this video, we are going to see about the strategies that is carried by the social media companies and the negative impacts of social media and to overcome this social media addiction. So without any delay, let's get started. These companies make a major amount of money from two businesses, that is advertising and data collection. So let's see about advertising. So the concept of advertisement business is so simple. The more you time spend on social media, the more ads will be shown. So it creates a high chance for you to click on the ad and get the service or product that is shown to you. For example, take an advertising company A. If they are giving 100% of money, YouTube will take 45% and the remaining amount is sent to me. Since you are using their platform, so you have to pay a small amount of money to YouTube. So this is how all the social media companies is generating revenue through showing ads. So let's see about data collection now. Data collection is done to show you the personalized ads. Based on your likes, comments and shares, ads will be shown to you. Also, social media follows a strategy, that is, the content which is consumed by your friend is also shown to you because there is a high chance of you to get engaged with the content. So these social media companies try to engage you as much as possible. So higher the engagement gives higher the clicks and impressions, higher the clicks and impressions gives higher revenue. This is why social media is built addictive. To make this engagement higher, these companies also add some features like infinite scroll, comments, like, share and notification, stories and some of the contents like emotional trigger content. That is, they will be showing you meme kind of content, motivational content, sad or depressed content and etc. These contents will make you related to the real life and you will share it with your friends and start a conversation and it will make you to spend more time on social media. So whenever you do these kind of things, your main thing is happen in your brain. That is secretion of dopamine. It is like a postman between your brain and the body, and also it is a main driver for love, creativity, relationships, motivation and etc. So let me explain this concept of dopamine in a simple way. Let us keep that you are touching an hot object. You will take your hand very quickly, right? This is done because of the neurons. There are two kinds of neurons. One is sensory neuron and another one is motor neuron. When you touch a hot object, you feel that it is hot. This is done because of the sensory neuron. You suddenly take your hand from the hot object. This is done because of the motor neuron. So this is the enlarged view of a neuron. At the end of neuron, the dopamine is secreted. Since it is secreted from a neuron, it is known as a neurotransmitter. So it is a wanting chemical. When you do a pleasure-giving activity, the dopamine is secreted and it will make you to do it again and again in your future. For example, if you are a coffee lover, then if you cross a coffee shop, the dopamine is secreted and tells you to have a one. After your carving is satisfied, the more dopamine is secreted and it encourages you to have more coffee in future. So here comes the main part. Dopamine is secreted in two ways. One is tonic release and another one is phasic release. Tonic release doesn't cause any kind of effects in our body, but the phasic release causes a severe addiction. Whenever we do a pleasure-giving activity, our dopamine level goes to the phasic state. For example, when a notification like this pop up, a small spike of dopamine is secreted. Then you take your phone, open social media, start to scroll, like, share, comment and tag your friends and do all kind of activities to keep you engaged and feel good. After doing all these things, you will keep your phone away from you. But here where the game starts. Now your spike is gone. Your dopamine is depleted now. So it needs some time to get refilled. Let me explain it to you in a better way. Consider a glass full of water under a tap. Now let me take this glass and pour all the water in the ground and keep it and refill it. So it takes some time to refill it, right? So this concept applies for the dopamine secretion too. The neuron secretes dopamine and the dopamine needs to be refilled. During this time of refilling, the excitement and engagement will be lesser. This causes a sense of dissatisfaction. Now you will be less motivated to do anything. To keep that same spike, you again take your mobile phone and start to scroll again. But we have to remember one thing. Now the dopamine is depleted. This time you won't get the same spike you initially got. Now you need lot of social media interactions to keep that same spike. This makes you to spend more amount of time on social media and it makes you addicted. Negative impacts of social media. The main negative effect of social media is anxiety and depression. This anxiety and depression starts when we compare ourselves with the virtual self. The posts and videos which are posted on social media is not real at all. They are edited. They only share happy moments and eye-catching filters and edits. But our brain don't understand that. We simply start to compare ourselves with them. Not only comparison makes anxiety and depression. There are also other reasons. For example, recently in Kerala, a girl suicided herself because of hated comments. So all us of know those kind of negativity is there in social media, but few handle it in a proper way, but some of them doesn't know how to handle it. So these kind of negative things may cause depression and anxiety. And another negative impact of social media is FOMO, fear of missing out. People, we are always eager to know about others' lives. It is a major headache for us. We used to see their lives and start to compare. This is where the main problem arises. Even when our friend attends a party or a concert by leaving us, we started to feel lonely. And also it may affect our mental health. There are other negative impacts of social media too, but I see these things as a major negative impacts of social media. To win the social media negative impacts and the addiction, we need a solution. Let me explain you. Solution. Social media addiction can be reduced by these three things. Ease of use, seek for alternative and physical activity. So let's see about ease of use. Whenever we are able to access one thing very easily, we used to use it often. So let's make it difficult to access the application to which you are addicted. There are certain apps which will help you to do that. Also there is an application in which you have to go and type the name of the application every time whenever you want to enter. So it makes difficult for you to enter into the app whenever you want to use it. And then set time limits. Once the time limit is over, the application will be automatically closed and you can't access it. But remember one thing, you should not go and change the time limit again. It needs more discipline. Also turning off your notification also will help you to get rid of these kind of addictions. Notification is the key thing which will be making you to enter into the app. So turn off notification, it would be better. There are few of my friends who made their screen into a black and white color. I asked them why. They said that making their screen less attractive helps them to use the mobile phone lesser. Guys, believe me, it really works. Whenever your screen is less attractive, you use your mobile phone lesser. And make note of this point. Whenever you are in a work, then turn on your aeroplane mode or focus mode to focus on your work. Once your work is done, then you can use your mobile phone. It will surely help you to get your work done. So if you really want to tell me the truth, I too got addicted to social media. I made this as the first video of the series because social media addiction taught me lot of life lessons. And also it created lot of impacts in my life. I lost lot of time because of this addiction. I know lot of students are struggling from the social media addiction. So that's why I made this video. It may help them too. So let me get back into the topic. Whenever I want to use Instagram, instead of going to Instagram and scrolling, I started to open YouTube. Because on YouTube, I started to watch editing tutorials. That's how I started to learn editing. I won't say that I didn't use social media. I used, but in a productive way. That's what I mean to you. Use social media, but in a productive way. Make your weakness into a strength that will upskill yourself and also make you to grow in your career. For me, it's editing. For you, it can be anything like cooking, dancing, singing. You can learn anything from YouTube tutorials, right? Make use of YouTube in a positive way. Physical activity. For my case, it's cricket. I love cricket, so I play it. I don't need any external force to push myself to play cricket. For you, it can be anything like football, hockey, or any games it can be. But do a physical activity. And also studies prove that physical activity stimulates a neurotransmitter including dopamine. It can create a sense of well-being. By following these 3 solutions, you can get rid of your social media addiction, and also you can learn a new skill and your mental and physical health will be improved. So now we are aware about the strategies carried by the social media companies to get us hooked in their platform. Try out these 3 solutions and comment it below whether it helped or not. Share this video with your friend whom you think that they got addicted to social media. Leave a like to this video and subscribe to our channel so that you may not miss any of the future videos. And let me see you on another episode of Student Struggle series. Thank you.